right.
And thanks everybody for joining us on Penny Happy Little Minis this week. It's been a great show. We really enjoyed it. We'll catch you later.
See you at your friendly local game store. Oh. Hi.
Hi everybody. Welcome.
Oh, whose line is it anyway? Take 2. Does that mean you can hear us or not?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Otherwise, I had a fantastic joke that has just gone out the window.
So many.
Please, somebody tell us.
Oh, Mark says arg, arg, arg.
Yes.
Oh, hey. Sound. Excellent.
It's like the voices of angels have returned. And mine. Mine too. Woohoo!
Excellent. Hello, everyone. Thank you for staying with us.
Everybody who stayed, bonus points.
But it's okay, because the points don't matter.
Yep, it's whose line it is anyway. And the painting's made up, and the points don't matter. Fantastic. So, where did we leave off?
Well, we were trying to explain,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
2 words.
2 words.
First word, 2 syllables. Second
Bull
word, 2 syllables.
man. Bull man Dave.
Cow.
Fly
boy.
swat.
Bzz, bee. Bop. Cowboy Bebop. That's what we're doing.
Is that?
Cowboy Bebop.
Yes.
I was there all along, people. All along. I'm done.
I liked my way of explaining it better, which was just if I hold this up enough, someone will understand. Someone will know.
See, I didn't have the prop. I didn't have the prop.
It's cool. You made it work.
We did. Not at all. We had to turn it off and start it all over.
We were missing the box. It was a hot mess. But that's okay. We're was entertaining.
Now. It's all going to work.
It's okay. But yeah, I think that was very, a Cowboy Bebop-esque kind of shenanigans.
I agree.
Yeah. No, you definitely have seen the show before, right?
Not at all. But
That's
I can
okay.
now only assume that they are pure professionals.
So
and nothing ever goes wrong.
It came out before Firefly, but it is definitely a space western.
Okay, cool.
Kind of thing. And it is super fun. And as we were talking about earlier, when no one could hear us at all, and all of our good jokes happened then, so you're just going to have to deal with the bad jokes.
You deal with the dregs for the rest of the show, because that never happens.
But, I watched the show back when it was on Adult Swim, and I was a wee child staying up past my bedtime.
Yep.
So I should probably watch it again when it makes sense.
Right.
But it was very fun. And I will be painting Ed and Ein. So I have Ed here. This is the best mini I've ever seen of a character, because they're just shoot 'em up, doing a little dance, make a little noise.
That's cool.
But I had a corgi that had the same markings as Ein when I was in high school, and I'm super excited about that. So I have Ein. I also have Spike here. But
so if you get carried away and
I could paint 2. I could just go wild.
Go nuts.
Paint everything.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it all. Because we've got so much time.
Kafia, when you were a child?
Pretty much.
Yes,
yeah.
Because I was 10 in 2000.
9 or 10, something like that.
Yeah, Dave's like, I've done the math.
I've done the math because we were just talking about college. I was well graduated from college by then.
Yeah, we were also talking about college. So I've just been sitting here making Dave feel really, really old.
Yes. Completely.
And you've already started painting ahead of me.
I have, because I'm old, so I needed to get a head start. I am painting up jet black. Yeah. So I picked him because on the wonderful piece of artwork that I have on my phone here, he has a nifty metallic arm. So I thought that would be cool to sort of mess around with. But also, I'm going to have fun with the with his sort of greyish blue overalls that he's got going on. And I say that at the moment because I've just worked on his skin and his red T-shirt. So once I finish that T-shirt off, I'll jump into the overalls and probably finish off with the arm and his hair and beard.
People in the chat are saying Dave is a child at heart.
Yeah, if only my heart was still that young.
You're
It's probably a lot older. It's probably
a
like
lot more mileage.
I got the heart of a 60-year-old. Brain of a child. Sure. But yes.
I enjoyed Cowboy Bebop when it was on. I was allowed to stay up late to watch Inuyasha and Inuyasha only.
Ooh. Shout out to Inuyasha.
I did not adhere to those rules.
Nice.
To all you anime fans in the chat who remember those good times.
I'm the anime fan in the chat.
Stuart says it's not the years, it's the mileage.
Exactly. Yes. I was going to say that that when I was 10, I wasn't able to get up and go and watch TV shows because the TV hadn't been invented then. Gotcha.
Leona's like,
No.
how old's Dave? Is he older than I thought?
Is he from the 20s?
Yeah. I know.
1920s?
I'm like, what when you...
Some key. Kagome. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
And I get that. Nuggets
Yes.
for the time before time.
The time before time. Exactly. I used to listen to my radio serials.
I'm gonna make people feel so old in
Fireside
July when my
chats.
birthday comes around.
Yeah.
So, Gretchen,
Oh.
what colors are you starting off with?
Me or Dave?
You.
Me? I'm starting off with leather brown with a touch of white in it. So Ed has a bit of tanned skin with a kind of yellow undertone. So that is, if I take the card here and I show you that and that. All right. And then the white lightens it up a little bit to match a little bit more what you see on the card.
Cool.
So get that nice mid-tone done up. So that I have something nice that I can highlight and shadow, and Ed doesn't get too washed out.
Cool.
But yeah, that's what I'm starting with. For the corgi, I'll probably mix a little bit of a brown with some orange to get that kind of tawny color.
Yeah.
The corgi has the same color as my dog's, as my dog.
Your dog? Your current dog?
My current dog just looks like an overgrown corgi.
Right.
Same coloration and markings. So apparently I have a type when it comes to dogs.
It sounds like it. Does indeed.
I heard Space Cowboys and similar to Firefly. Do tell us more, friend Gretchen. So, if you like Firefly and you like anime, you will probably like Cowboy Bebop.
Because it has twice as many episodes. Twice as many episodes.
Because it completes its storyline.
And it's set in 2071.
Mostly, it is.
I have now exhausted my knowledge of Cowboy Bebop.
So,
Also, I would say the soundtrack is really
oh yeah, the soundtrack
amazing.
is really awesome. The art style is really, really fun. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I mean, just based on the pictures from the game, everything looks really. It's very cool and flashy and.
Yeah, it's very
That's
flashy. It's very like It's very quippy, very witty.
Right.
Is kind of the
Sharp.
ooh.
Hey, that's a good word for you.
But definitely think like, you know, your found family, your, you know, Luke says, "Ouch, Dave, too soon." Does
Sorry.
Dave know Jet has a robotic arm? Yes, he does. That's why he chose Jet.
Yep.
It's jazzy. Yes, it is jazzy. That's a good way to put it too.
Jazzy Jet.
But also remember that my memories of Cowboy Bebop are clouded by being 12. So
What now? Now you're back
now I'm
then?
12. Yeah.
Yeah.
So though I do remember like the gist of everything, and I have fond memories of these characters, I really should just rewatch it. I feel like there's so much adult humor that I missed.
I would guess there would be.
Um,
Wait, what did you say it was on? It was on Adult Swim?
Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Um,
There we go. Yes, there would be a lot of additional subtext you'd be picking up on now. So, I'm just going to hit. Going to hit him there with. This is Dark Prussian Blue.
is the title card the right name for the game? Cowboy Bebop Space Serenade by Japanime Games? It should
That
be.
is correct. Yep.
Just to rub the teasing in even more, Gretchen, you're younger than my son.
Yes.
Do you know how old I am? Are you sure?
Facts. No, but the
I do have a
Well-
big birthday coming up this summer.
Well, now that we've worked out that in 2000 when you were watching it, you were.
Well, I don't know how old I was then. Hold on, I have to think about that. I was 9 or 10, I think.
That's, yeah.
James Tinkoff. I am not 32. No.
Oh, it does say beep. Okay, radio. Now it says bebop. It has been a long day. A long, long day.
I'm older than Leona.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone's gonna call me a child. I'm older than Leona. I turned 30 this summer, though.
And I do not.
Ageless. I like that one.
Who? Leona, Gretchen, or me? Oh, she's.
Leona's.
Leona or Gretchen.
You said you were 10 in 2000. Is that 10? Is my math wrong? I'm 9 or 10?
9.
9.
Well, there
Okay,
was
so I
one-
was off.
There's one
I
point
was
you also
9.
said you were 12.
12 watching Cowboy Bebop, not 12 in 2000.
Oh, okay, my bad.
It was running for a few years. Dave is ageless. Dave is ageless.
I wish.
I was born
Tell
in
that to my niece.
1991.
There we go. Oh, that's one of the other things I need to remember is a little piece of
Synopsis. A ragtag group of bounty hunters struggle to keep the lights on when the past comes calling. In space. With a really smart dog.
I thought for a second there that Jason was talking about us. Struggle to keep the lights on and the sound going. Excellent. Oh, David said just they ran out of numbers. Thanks, Simki. But yeah, I went for a slightly different approach for the skin for Jet Black. So I went with some Idrian flesh from P3 as the base color, and some Rin flesh. So Idrian flesh for the base, mix of those two for a highlight, and then into that highlight I mixed some ivory for the final highlight there. I think once I get the his black hair and facial hair on there, it'll be, that face will look a little bit better. the moment it looks like he's got horns. Those little, the deep indents that he's got above his bushy brows. But I must remember that he's got little panels of green here on the side of his overalls. So, but yeah, the red is just is a base of cavalry brown from Vallejo, and bloody red.
Kara says they could spoil more. They used to work with Otakon when they were running out of the BBC. I remember the good old days of Otakon.
Right. Oh. so which one was it, JT? Kissed or missed?
I hope it was missed because Ed's young. I'm painting Ed.
Yeah.
PCC.
I think everybody needs to slow down on their typing.
We're
Select the
all
words
slow.
carefully.
You know, we started 30 minutes later. We're super excited.
Excellent.
Yeah, no, I definitely would recommend this as a. It's considered one of like the classic animes to watch, and I've never heard anyone say anything bad about it. It's very fun.
Cool.
They were in the process of making a live action, and then things kept happening. So I don't know where they are in that process.
Okay.
But
Interesting. Who would you cast then for the characters, do you think?
they had a cast. They had some of the characters already cast.
Okay.
But I know the cast is like really diverse. I think Faye is she part Filipina, I think? Yeah, they were going to have a TV series. But yeah, they had I know there was back and forth on being true to the characters in casting. And then at one point, I remember the internet going crazy because they said that Ayn wasn't going to be a corgi. And they were like, he's going to be a husky. And they were like, no. The internet was like, you need to stop. And they did. And that's why we don't have a film now. But
It's set to release in 2021, though. So apparently the main actor, who's playing Spike, John Cho, he got an injury, so they stopped filming, and then the COVID pandemic happened.
What?
Yeah, I know.
There was
But
a pandemic?
It is
Nobody
set to
told
be
me.
released in 2021, so
yeah,
Okay.
I
On-
know
on
everyone was
Netflix.
super duper excited about it because
that's cool.
I had heard really great things about everyone who was cast as the characters.
Yeah, John
and
Cho
they were
is
staying really
Spike.
authentic to everyone.
Who
So
else? What else do they have?
Mustafa Shakir is Jet Black.
Right.
Daniela Pinda is Faye, and Alex Hassel is Vicious.
Vicious. I'm guessing that Vicious is like the
Wait,
art
they didn't
villain.
have a. Okay, they don't have an actor listed for
For
Ed, so I'm not really sure about that.
Right.
yeah.
I'm sure they have one.
Actress or an actor, yeah.
I'm sure they have
Let me do some digging. I'll be
one.
back.
For us, Lou, in a dig.
I'll be back.
Cool. Excellent. So, while we're painting these ones, what's everybody else painting this evening? What are they working on? Oh, James Dankoff is most done on Black Beauty, but all but the sails. How many sales on that one, James? How much work do you have left to do? Not sure if that's a 2, 3, 4 sales. Oh. Dave almost said cue Mission Impossible music. Fantastic. Oh, JT's working on Cataphren destroyers. Very cool. Dave Hall's working on another Space Marine chaplain. Excellent stuff. I've just recently started working on the next piece that I'm painting up for the charity raffles for the Nova Open Charitable Foundation. And I'm doing a huge kit bash kind of conversion. Remember last year when I was painting all of those big robots?
Yeah.
Yep, the Chaos Knights. So I'm doing a conversion of one of those, but with parts from, like, at the moment it's about 4 or 5 other models to make it this much taller, much more opulent piece.
Very good.
I'll have to put some work in progress photos up in the group of it. But pretty excited to be working on that.
I have not been painting. I have been getting ready to set up my garden.
Oh, nice. It's getting that time. You can tell I'm here in short sleeves. Check it out.
So I have a raised flower bed that just came in.
Oh, cool. Excellent. You gonna do that work on the weekend?
Probably. We're going to tour the venue for the wedding this weekend, so who knows?
Cool. That will be fun.
Oh, wow. So many people are doing so many things. So R. Tyler says, Horror Pack B figures from Blacklight Studio.
Oh, excellent.
Gary says, I still have this WizKids Hydra unfinished on my table, as well as a metal spider. I managed to get the legs on.
Very cool.
Lava Painter says, no painting for me today. Just doing some dice design from my shop.
Excellent.
R. Tyler's also painting floor and wall tiles from Dungeons and Lasers. Josh finally got moved into the new house, so setting up the studio, an important part of the painting process. And James says 3 mast in the bowsprit, 3 sails, 1 mast, and 1.
I would just say it's 1 on the bowsprit.
Yes, I can't read.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so yeah, total of 4 there. So I guess the one on the bowsprit is probably a bit smaller, maybe triangular in shape. I don't know, but yeah, very cool, excellent. Brontonaut is making dinner while we listen. We'll watch some reruns and paint Death Guard this weekend. Yes, very cool. And Cavio is cooking dinner for everyone. Since you all wanted to come over the last week, the weather cooled down to the low 70s, and there's an ocean breeze coming over the hill. Sounds nice, doesn't it?
It does really sound so nice.
Yeah, we're in the upper 60s at the moment.
We're getting there. Slowly but surely.
Soon. Very, very soon we'll have switched to Baltimore summer, which will be 96 degrees and 300% humidity.
I don't mind that as much because I'm better suited for heat and humidity. I was born in that weather. I was raised in that weather.
Yep.
I was adapted. But I can't do well in the cold.
I've kind of adapted to the cold over the time that I've been here, but yeah. Being from Australia, I'm used to a dry heat.
I'll get
dry
like
heat.
nosebleeds.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's not good.
I'm adapted for exactly one ecosystem.
Only put me in temperate climes.
Yep.
That's okay. That's good.
Put me in the desert, I'll dry out.
Sorry, I was just remember to ask as well. So, R. Tyler, you said you're painting the floor and wall tiles from Dungeons and Lasers by Archon. I'm going to be painting up some of those later in the year as well. What do you think of them? Do you like them? Are they cool? Which ones are you doing? Are you doing the sci-fi or the fantasy ones? So much to do. Oh, there we go. Dave almost says cries at 70 degrees. 95 today in Arizona. But it's a dry heat. So is the inside of an oven.
It bakes you,
Yeah.
crackles your skin.
James is not sure what color to make the sail, black or white. Have you done the boat in black, James, or have you done like a dark wood sort of color? Yeah, that would help me. If you've done it in a brown, I would go for black with the sails. If you've done the boat black, I would go for like a dirty white, like a dirty linen kind of color. Yeah. Simki. Gretchen's pain voice.
I was.
Excellent.
No, the truth is, I'm not adapted for any weather, because if you throw me back to the heat of, like, swamp, then I just get attacked by bugs.
Right.
And I'm allergic to a lot of bug bites. So, you know,
You best to stay indoors.
Well, I love the outdoors. The outdoors just don't love me back.
Right.
I get sunburnt. I dry out.
You like the idea of the outdoors.
I
Conceptually,
suffer anyways.
conceptually,
No.
it's a wonderful
I
thing.
go out in it. I just suffer. Everyone's like, Gretchen, why don't you just come back inside where you're not dying? And I'm like, no, I'll just die.
I'll stick it out.
I'll just get heat stroke. It's fine. I'm having a good time.
Cool. James says he painted the ship black and copper. So I would go for like a dirty linen kind of color for the sails, I think. Tyler says they do like the Dungeons and Lasers tiles by Archon. Pegs and locks work very well. I'm just trying to weather them for use as a spaceship interior. Oh yeah, Blackside Studios is coming out with a game called Anomaly Space Horror. That'll be very cool. They've been doing a lot of fun stuff. So I think that's the thing as well, where you could take these minis and use them, obviously, in some sort of spacefaring adventure. One thing that's very interesting, though, I guess because they're a board game where they only really need to interact with each other, they're all scaled to each other. I can move my hands around and doing that. They're all scaled to each other, but I'm going to compare them to one of the Mohawk warriors that Gretchen painted last week, so you can see how big Jet Black is there. Huge. So I'd probably put them in a somewhere in like mid 40s, so 40 to 45 mil scale. That's the size of Faye there. And obviously Ed's a little bit smaller.
Ed is a wee human.
Excellent.
Ed is an Ed.
The one other thing that I'm going to point out that's kind of funny, considering all of the technical issues that we've had, currently on the clock that I usually look at to find out how far along in the show we are, it's saying that it's 8:56 p.m. So it's 4 minutes to go. Now, it's because it's on daylight savings. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Tyler says, yes, those are big. Does the Bebop game include ships? There is this. There we go. Which I assume is the Bebop. Is that right?
Is that the Bebop?
Well, the things I know is that their ship is called Bebop. Not Rocksteady, just Bebop. And that there were 26 episodes and it was set in 2071. That's all I know. But so that's what I'm assuming this is. But I don't know that there are other. I don't think there are miniatures of the
I don't think there are.
no of the ships.
No, so that is the cardboard that you showed is like the only ship in the game.
Okay.
There are no ship minis. Only the characters have minis, and Vicious also is a mini, which is like the big bad. And then everything else is card based. So it's a card game, like what am I calling it? Drafting, a drafting card game.
Right. Now I'm going to ask those folks who know what's going on. On the back of Jet Black, he has a little icon, little logo there, which looks like an eagle with a little chevron underneath it, inverted chevron. Does anybody know what color that is supposed to be? If nobody knows, I'm going to go with like a pale gray white. But if it's a different color, if somebody could let me know, that'd be great. And looking at the artwork. Yeah?
Okay, so the chevron is
Yep.
red with dark blue with navy as an outline.
Okay.
And then
We're gonna make it white.
there's like an eagle above the chevron. I don't know what the mini has, but
It has an eagle, yeah.
the eagle above the chevron is gold.
Okay, radio. That's cool. I can work with that.
Yeah.
I'll have to do some rummaging through the paint container, but we can get there for sure. But yes, speaking of minis, should we take a look at some from the group?
I think we should.
That'd be good.
Ooh.
Ooh,
That looks cool.
nice.
I've never thought of like rainbow lava.
Oh, it looks a lot like the Grand Prismatic at Yellowstone. Yeah.
Really neat.
So if anybody hasn't heard of that before, go Google search Grand Prismatic, and you'll get a look that's very similar to that. But yeah, Yumi's done a great job there. And looks to be essentially the same piece, but one of them has crystals all over it. But yeah, looking fantastic, Yumi. Done awesome work there.
Looks like the same piece, but one's covered in crystals and put under a black light, and that's really cool. To
Oh,
be
sure.
a painter
Yeah.
in a painter like just with paint.
Yep.
I can make words.
Me no words making. But yeah, definitely looks fantastic there. Oh, it's a building. Okay, so yeah, these are. So I guess there are maps with. When you say buildings, of course, these aren't buildings that are like skyscrapers, as we find on some of the other maps. But I didn't realize they'd done that. That's very cool. Nice work. Looks great. Oh wait, is that like a little? Is there a little building? Sorry, is there a little building down the bottom there?
Yeah.
So there's
it's little
like-
buildings peeking through.
It's like expanded up and around it, over the top of it. Fantastic. Yep, they look great. Nice work. Oh, Dave Hummels, Space Marine Tech Marine, there with the on the right with the Thunderfire cannon on the left there. Looking really good there, Dave. Coming along. How many more minis do you have left to paint in this Space Marine adventure? Or how many more do you have assembled, ready to go? Would be the best question. Because you can keep painting forever. But no, looking really good. Nice work. Chris Gorka has painted up an elf wizard by WizKids. Now this is looking very cool. Loving that super vibrant green you've got going on there, Chris. And yeah, everything's working really well. I think that's a very cool angle too, for that. When he was, talked about finding the golden angle for a miniature before. I think that's pretty close to it. Having that so that the translucent piece sort of comes around in front of the painted part of the miniature there.
I think too it really shows the sleeves off very well because you can see just the tiny little bit of edging
Yeah.
on the draped part of the sleeve. You're not losing that fine detail.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. No, looking good, Chris. Nice work. Oh, Graham's painted up a female dwarven warrior by Reaper. Yep. She looks delightfully angry. She's going to crush people with that hammer. And that, Graham went in and painted eyebrows as well. Good strong, red-headed eyebrow game there. But yeah, looking nice, Graham. I think it's, working very well. Particularly like the gold trim on her armor. Yep, looking very good. Nice one.
Do you think he used a chrome paint or metallic paint? Because it's really shiny.
Oh, for the gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Would be a bright gold paint there.
Yeah, it's nice.
Definitely.
It's nice.
Looks great. Oh. Jared has painted up Yama Uba by
That's
GCT
delightfully
Studios.
scary looking.
Yeah, that's insane. That's
It
terrible.
reminds me of like in a horror film, she'd be there from like behind and he'd be like pretty lady and then she'd like turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very much. Yeah, do you see it now? Do you see it now? So.
And Leona would fall for it.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the like story of her, so I looked it up
Right.
and I was like, oh yeah, she's the lady who like has a pretty or sort of pretty. Anyway, she sings and anyway, whatever. I remembered the tale.
But very cool. GCT Studios does Bushido is the name of the game. So this would be from the Bushido game. And I love the I'm not sure exactly what they are. They look like little beetles on the bottom of her robe there, bottom of her dress. But yeah, looking very cool. A nice. I like that the color on those is a nice callback to the flesh color up the top. So yeah, nice work, Jared. Looks great and terrifying. Jason, very cool. It's got the Chimera from the Reaper Bones. I think did Jason post this today? I think he posted it today on the group, and might have sent it to you earlier. But yeah, looking very cool. I think painting chimeras can always be like a very interesting kind of approach. There's so many different ways you can take it. But I do love that to just take it down the path of each segment of it has the coloration of the animal that it is, rather than going for like a black dragon and a black lion kind of thing, or taking that tawny lion through onto the goat and the dragon kind of look. Although it has done that well with the scales down the front. But yeah, looking really nice, Jason. Looking very cool. Good work. Sir Bors has fallen over here from the other. Sorry, Josh, we'll get back to it. Okay, JT's painted up the Tech Priest Dominus from Games Workshop. Looks very cool here. This guy's got it's super creepy. He's got all sorts of arms and mechadendrites that are coming out and creeping along. But yeah, really nice job there, JT. And I think the work you've done on the those vats on the on the back, yeah, they look
bubbling.
Yep. That disgusting bright green fluid, whatever it happens to be. But yeah, great work on those, JT. Nice one. Cool, Garfio. Bounty Hunter's Interceptor from the GF9 Firefly game. Very cool. Speaking of space adventures, going around and doing jobs and learning more about your humanity or lack of humanity. But yeah, looking good there. I think I like the way you picked out just all those little the little panels in there. Like on the back there, the blue, that orange. Looking very cool. Nice work, Lacafio.
It's right side up.
He's standing
By magic. Oh, hey, Kurt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't see you around these parts.
Excellent. But, yep. So Sir Bor is here from the Arthurians range by Thunderbolt Miniatures, Mountain Miniatures. So Josh has been going through over the last couple of months. Took a little break while he moved house, but been painting up this range. And yeah, Sir Bor's here in a color scheme you don't usually see for medieval knights, but because it's that wonderful fictional Arthurian range, you can do whatever the hell you please. And but yeah, looks very cool. Particularly a lot of I really enjoying the highlighting on the blue of the device.
Oh, yeah.
On the shield there. A little spray of sort of feathers down the bottom. I'm not sure what that's called in heraldry, but nice work there, Josh. Good one. Coffee said it's a nice night for a round table. It is indeed. Roger painted up a two-headed serpent and the Gorgon for Monumental Fun Forge. Oh, late everyone. Evening, playtesting a game while I watch. While you watch, your minis up on screen. Incredible. Nice work. But timing, serendipity all around. But no, nice work here, Roger. I think I love that green on the serpents and the sort of the dark red purple on the mouths. There's that nice balance against the green. You got a little bit of blue in that green there too. Looks good.
Makes it really dynamic.
It does, yeah. Looks very cool. And I think I think it's kind of tough to see from this angle. But have you got some patterning on the scales of the Gorgon? There, looks like they're sort of bone scales with a greenish pattern on them. But yeah, once again, I've been very keen to see all of the stuff from this box set, Roger. Nice work. Okie dokie.
So
Oh,
if
yes.
you want your minis to be shown on Painting Happy Little Minis, go ahead and submit to the link that I'm about to put in the chat. And then we'll talk about them during the week and stuff like that. So you can submit them anytime. And we do enjoy looking at them. So we don't have as many as we normally do. Partly because we didn't have a full submission, so that's okay.
Is it kind of because of the change in format, people
Yep.
just got to get used to it.
Yep, but that's okay. Thank you to everyone who has submitted so far. It's really making things streamlined. And then if you'd like to see your mini, I just have to find the link.
Sorry, I'm
So-
so quiet. I'm making anime eyes.
What we're going to do is we're going to jump to Gretchen. Oh,
I'm concentrating.
okay.
Concentrating on the anime eyes.
We're going to jump to Dave.
No! I'm concentrating on the anime thighs.
Oh, thighs. Oh, boy. Okay.
I've been painting these thighs. So on the artwork that I've got here, it looks like on his on Jet Black's sort of coveralls that on the upper thighs here, there's a section where they're green. But then the way that the trim around it goes, it makes it look like his butt would be green. So I'm not sure on that picture of the back of his coveralls that you found, Leona, if you saw that his butt was green. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint. Pardon? It is not. It is not green? Or it did not have that in the picture you found?
It is not green. It is blue.
Oh, okay. It has a blue butt. right here. I can just highlight that then. So for the highlight colors, I started off with the dark Prussian blue from Vallejo. There we go, for the base coat. I'm using a color I don't use very often, but just thought it'd be fun to try, is Dark Reaper here from Citadel for the highlights, which is giving it, it's kind of a bluish greenish gray, which is pretty neat. So I'm using that sort of straight up for the first highlight there, and then mixing in some ivory again. So that's the same color I mixed in for the highlights for the skin. So it keeps the keeps a nice sort of overall connected tone across the mini. But yeah, then I can just run this along the seams, along some of those higher the folds there, and on the highlights on the thighs.
Jason informs us that there are some green on the tops of the thighs.
Okay, just on the
on
thighs,
the front.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yes, highlight the butt.
Highlight
Good
the butt
stuff.
in the blue, green gray. Rightio. There we go. Butt highlighted. It's coming along. I think it's working out pretty well. And now, the final question I have, which I think it's in another picture here. So, okay. So the boots, I thought the boots might be black, but it looks like they're gray. Well, in the artwork here, it's gray. They don't look to be silver, but I will bow to people's knowledge. Did he have silver, like silver armor plates, I guess, on the boots? Okay, cool. So I can leave those black and then just paint all of the things that look like armor plates silver. Cool. That'll be fun. I think I've got the blue all done.
Made the horrible mistake of having decent eyes.
Yeah. Of
And
having
then-
decent eyes, did you say?
And then ruining them.
No.
Talk us through it. So, if I hold Ed up, you can see, you can't really see their face, so all of my hard work is pointless. But, they have very small eyes. And typically what I do for things that are very anime eyes, on things that are slightly larger, is I do the white first. Let me see if I can pull this here. And where is here visible? Here is visible. So I usually feel like a good way of going about it is plopping down the white first, and then the color of the iris. Get the pupil in there. Are those all the right things of the eyes? That's...
The colored bit is the iris.
Yeah, okay. I'm calling them the right names.
That's good.
And then outlining, right? And then, oh, wow, it's an eyeball. And then you plop this is all wet, so there we go. And now there's a shine, and it's like, there's an anime eye. Really sloppy one. And I did that in that order correctly, and I had eyes that looked like decent anime eyes. And then I tried to touch something up. So right now, Ed has exactly one eye that looks really nice and one eye that doesn't. We're gonna fix it. Because acrylics dry fast.
They do.
So okay, I think you have a good eye for detail. Sometimes I have a good eye for detail, but I don't have a steady hand for it. I have the shaky hands of chaos.
Maybe to do the propping.
That's what I was doing. That's why the one eye looks so nice. Then I'm not licking the brush, but I'm doing like a mom fixing her child's hair. I'm like, lick my thumb. 'Cause some of us have standards.
Yep. Straight for the licking.
Trying to get that very nice point.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh. No. Okay, that's good. Had that moment there where you think you've accidentally gone over into a section you'd rather not go back and touch up.
I'm just gonna let that dry.
Jason says, but did you paint their eyebrows?
So Ed's hair is actually covering their eyebrows. I don't think you're gonna see it with their bangs. I think if I would attempt to get the little thin anime eyebrow on there, then it would be so muddled that it would just be kind of lost. If I were painting Spike, I would probably attempt a little bit of an eyebrow, because even though his hair is super thick and the bangs come down, he still has a little bit of a brow bone. I was actually making fun of this Minnie's face earlier because he looks really chill. Like, the rest of him looks like Spike, but the actual face just... He has, like, the archaic... Do you guys know what the archaic smile is?
No.
Anyone take an art history class? So, like, the archaic smile is this smile that's, like, known from a certain point in, like, really old history, like ancient Egyptians.
Okay,
And-
phew. I thought you were going to say, like, the 70s.
No. And it's like this really weird, particular smile. And that's what it looks like. It's a specific kind of
They're
smile.
like all on these like statues.
Yes.
And it's like they're kind of smiling.
Yes.
It's really
Leona's like
creepy.
looking it up, like, what's the archaic smile?
It's
Google?
really creepy.
Siri, please tell me why Gretchen's weird about this. And it's just a
6th
very
century
particular kind of
BCE.
smile.
Nice.
That just looks like, it's like the Mona Lisa of
Yeah.
sculpture smiles. But that's what it looks like he has, is the archaic smile.
Excellent.
Josh, this is what makes painting Happy Little Minnie so great. Gretchen's art approach and Dave's experience and advice.
Excellent. I haven't given any advice tonight, though. Have I?
You told me to keep my hand steady. Like, how?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That was that.
that's
true.
advice.
One thing.
Whether I listen to it or
Buried right in the middle of the show.
not. Gotta have your listening ears on for that one.
Yeah.
We were very focused on eyebrows last week with the mohawks. Yes, because it's important. You also notice, for those who care,
It's
Ed
a
is dual
defining
wielding.
feature. I'm sorry, wait, what?
I said Ed is dual wielding.
Oh! Ed is dual wielding. The dual wield that we can be okay with.
Yeah.
Dual pistols.
The John Woo dual wield. Yeah. Excellent. Man. It's got some seriously cultivated chops. I think. So I'm just doing those now so that I can
Also,
do the
Dave,
rest of it. Yeah.
I have a amendment to his boots.
All right.
They are silver, like there's silver plating,
Right.
but then like underneath of that, it looks like there's brown leather. I don't know if the
Brown,
mini
okay.
shows that at all,
Yeah, there are some parts there.
but yeah.
Oh yeah, but it's mostly silver plate. I think what I'll do is I'll go for a I'll paint it all silver and then put a wash over it.
Oh, okay,
Like a
nice.
brown wash, particularly around those areas, because that's where the depth really is in there. And then I can highlight the back with some silver.
Thanks for
think I'll do it
joining
that
us,
way.
JT.
Oh, catch you, DT. Have a good one.
See you next week.
Yeah, somebody says the John Woo dual wield needs more doves. Sure.
Oh.
Definitely needs more doves. Okay. I think it's coming along pretty well. What have we got? Oh, plenty of time. Plenty of time.
I'm committed. I'm making this eye work. I'm fixing it.
Yeah. Excellent. I'm just going to be doing it without... I'm just giving him a really big, like, dark iris pupil combo. So you can probably see it from there. You can see it from space. It's so big.
This is, I
Yeah.
feel like, where in any other art situation, I could just make their bangs cover their eye.
Right.
And be like, it's fine.
I don't have that option here with Jet.
Neither do I with Ed.
Well, it's mainly because Ed's bald. So there is absolutely no... Yeah, that'd be a pretty serious comb over from the back there.
Okay, mostly fixed here. If I can just make the other iris just not be dumb.
Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. Okay. Let's get these boots done. Okay. A little bit of dark gray there to highlight the line.
So is anyone painting anything with us tonight?
Yeah.
Along with us? Let us know. Let me know. Let your dear friend Leona know.
Yeah. I already went through what they were painting earlier.
Oh, but that's what they painted.
Oh,
What
no,
are
I
you
think that's what they were working
painting?
on. I think that's what they were working on.
Gotcha. Very cool.
But, yeah, if you just joined, for sure. Definitely add to it. Good looking eyebrows. Oh, I think I might have overdone them now. I'm going to have to work them back.
They're a lot.
They are. The brow is
So
like
cowled.
the bit, like the muscle part of the brow is huge.
It's so difficult on anime minis because any other minis you could take liberties.
Yeah.
But I feel like with anime minis, the eyes and the facial expression are like...
Oh, that's where it's at. It's the most important part of that. Yeah.
Kurt says, I'm too terrified to paint my minis. I have an unpainted Tyrannosaur right next to me. What? That's so cool.
Yep. I'm going to say don't be terrified, particularly in Tyrannosaur. I mean, it's a mini, right? It's not a real thing. You should be able to paint it. But no, I think a lot of losing that fear is just getting stuck in.
Just do it.
Just do it. Do it now. No, it's always, I think it's always a good idea if you're starting out, if you pick up a whole bunch of minis from WizKids or Reaper or that kind of thing, where the minis themselves aren't too expensive, but they've still got a lot of detail. You can practice a lot of stuff. You can do washing and dry brushing, that kind of thing. But it is going to take a little while. It's a skill, and it's a learned skill. So it's all about seeing how to do a thing and then replicating it and practicing, and being comfortable with the idea that your first minis aren't going to look like you want them to look. They're going to look part way there. It might be 30% of the way there. It might be 60% of the way there. They won't look all the way there.
Halfway there.
But yes, they can definitely. They can take a little bit to get to that point.
Maybe they're just afraid of dinosaurs. That's a good point.
I know I am.
And also, Jason, I did see your painting on a prayer. Yes.
What?
Some key is joining me in singing.
All right. Halfway there.
Yes.
Okay.
Painting on a prayer. Someone asked about my dragon. I didn't know you wanted
Yep.
to see pictures of it, so yes, I can take some pictures of it.
Picture of it. Put them in the group.
In terms of starting out, I feel like picking 2 or 3 colors was really helpful. On that dragon, I used only 3 colors.
Right.
And that kind of really helped narrow down the possibilities
Yeah.
of what I could do.
No, exactly. It can take, even that idea of learning what colors to use or to create a color scheme or that kind of thing. There's always I'll just get another color. I'll just add some of this. I'll add some of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you limit yourself from the start and just work through and become comfortable with those, and you can do the whole thing. You can go with the older school sort of idea of what dinosaurs might have looked like, with lots of browns and greens and that kind of thing. Or maybe take it to a bit more
New
of a newer,
school.
new school, more colorful.
That's what makes dinosaurs so fun.
Yep, they're all made up.
I think I would go for purple because I think purple does occur. Purple violets,
Right.
occur in flowers, but they
Yeah.
kind of have that stay away, danger.
Yeah.
You can kind of do a jungle purple.
Yeah, I think there are there'd even be like modern day lizards that you can.
Yeah,
So,
that's true, actually.
Actually,
Yeah.
fun fact, I have a dinosaur fact for you all.
Yes.
No.
So in the small little theropods, which are the dinosaurs that are most closely related to birds.
Right.
So think
So,
like your velociraptors, your
The things up
tyrannosaurs.
on 2 legs and.
Yes.
Right.
So they found one trapped in amber in somewhere in Asia.
Right.
And it had primitive feathering on it, and they were able to take the primitive feathering and figure out that this particular species of theropod probably had colorations similar to modern day sparrows.
All right.
So
Okay.
rust colors, think colors like crows,
Okay.
all
That's
that
cool.
kind of stuff.
Excellent.
Because it was a really tiny little,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
theropod. So it would make sense that it would kind of match in those colorations because it could hide really well.
Right, in the underbrush and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
But yeah, they were saying that it matched a lot of those colors. But because they're related to birds, people have tons of fun with it because you have just look at the animal kingdom. You got your camouflage, you got your mating displays, you got you can choose anything.
Yep. That is cool.
That's super cool.
That's your dinosaur fun fact.
Whoa.
We need a little graphic for that.
We do. I will make one.
Fun fact.
Every time Gretchen has a fun fact.
You know what it could
Yeah,
be?
about dinosaurs.
Be like a dinosaur footprint coming down with fun fact in it. Like boom.
Oh, you want me to make a animated?
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
And then I want it to spin and burn at the same time. Like all the best animated logos.
Spin and burn.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like I'll have to up my,
hopefully somebody
my
in
fun
the,
facts.
Hopefully somebody in the chat will get that reference.
Sorry, I didn't get the reference.
That's okay. I just realized I'm old.
It's okay.
I think it was from the beginning of the internet.
Also, I don't always get pop culture because I'm an anime nerd. So I only watch
All
anime.
right.
That's
I'm not
fair.
going to mess
Yep.
with the eyeballs anymore.
Okay.
Having massive eyeballs. You going back to
The
Standard
eyeballs are done.
I think I'll do this.
cool. Okay.
Touched up the mouth a little bit. little boop on the nose there.
Oh, Josh Potter was asking a follow-up dinosaur question.
Sorry, Josh. Only one per week.
Only one per. This
Was
is
the male
next
or
week's.
female Gretchen? In mini birds, the males are brightly colored. So they weren't necessarily bright colors. They were just kind of like natural colors that you would see. Because like the little finches they were talking about typically are just generally those colors. Like there's not really a lot of sexual dimorphism with those. Like some little house finches have more sexual dimorphism, but nothing like crazy like peacocks.
Or like a cardinal.
Yeah, nothing crazy like a cardinal. Like little like sparrows is what the little paper had. But I mean, tons of different paleontologists kind of like speculate, since we don't have any physical proof of larger specimens or a wide range of, you know, examples of, like, we don't just have dinosaurs trapped in amber to kind of pull from and study. So lots of paleontologists just kind of him and haw back and forth. I feel like you could probably start a fight at like a conference by bringing that up.
Right.
I feel like that you could do that. You could just be like, I think this had this coloration, and like 10 scientists would start arguing immediately.
Yeah.
But I think it's really fun to speculate on, like, because we don't know. We can just like guesstimate. I think that's cool.
Indeed.
I like dinosaurs.
And I like birds. I just found out that male sparrows have little black plumage.
Uh-huh.
That's what makes it a male. So cute. I love birds. So maybe I do like dinosaurs too.
You do. You do like dinosaurs.
Just ones that are
Just
smaller
modern
and
day
won't eat you.
dinosaurs.
Modern.
Won't eat you as often.
I don't know. Do you like cassowaries? Because I feel like a cassowary is pretty much still a dinosaur.
That's true.
I don't think I could like.
I don't think that evolved. Like,
No.
I think that just stayed. Which is another thing to look at, is like birds like that
Yeah.
are like, I would paint a dinosaur to have similar coloration to a cassowary and be like, that's accurate.
Yep.
That is living proof right there. I don't know what to tell you, because that is still a dinosaur. It wants to eat me like one. It moves with like one. I don't know.
Yep. That is completely fair. I try not to think about the cassowary too much.
Ask John Hammond, he would know. Daily dinosaurs from Game Trade Media with our Gretchen Settle. That was going to be the other thing I was going to go learn about in college. It's just dinosaurs.
I get the feeling that you did. You did learn about dinosaurs.
Not from school. Actually, I wasn't invited. I was invited to be a part of a paleontology program because they were creating one, and they're like, in my geology class, they were like, you got a little too excited about this particular part of geology. Is this like a thing you want to do? But I was transferring that year, so I was like, no.
Oh, thank you.
Move back into frame.
Oh, they're talking about.
It was when you both were talking. At one point,
All right.
neither of the minis
Yeah,
were
we're
in
like-
frame.
Right.
But it's okay, because we're back, guys.
Sorry, Benjamin.
We're back.
We
So-
try. Leona yells at us when we move around too much.
It's okay. It
I
was
was
a
gonna
good
say.
story.
I was gonna say I don't try at all.
Okay, Dave.
I do actually try, but sometimes I forget.
What are
There we
the
go.
finishing details that you're kind of putting on him?
Kind of working on now. I'm doing his arm, so he has the metallic arm, but according to the artwork here, it's kind of a. There we go. A sort of bronzy kind of look. So I've just base coated his left arm there with tinny tin. I'm going to add some brassy brass for some highlights. And I'll probably mix in a little bit of plate mail metal from the Army Painter for the final highlights on that. And then go back and highlight his the greaves and other armor plates on his boots. And I think I need to, at the moment, so on his eyebrows, it kind of looks like they're fairly thin, and then they go like super bushy here. It's not the case. It's just that they blend into the shadow that's there. So I need to probably knock that shadow out, and just leave the thing. But yeah, I think that'll help it a little bit. But yeah, at the moment it's just a bit too intense. It's a bit too like Mentat from Dune kind of look.
It's always funny to me how you can include so many fine like little details, and then as soon as you look at it from a distance, you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I think that's an important thing to do occasionally, is just put your mini down.
Put it back.
Walk away.
Yep.
Get a
Step away from it.
sandwich, you know. Yeah, get a sandwich. Take time. Take a moment. If you've been working on your mini for like 3 hours, just put it down,
I see what you're saying.
walk away from it, and then look at it from a little bit of a distance.
Yep.
Because things look differently when they're here and you're just like super focused than whenever they're over here and you've had some time, a bathroom break, maybe a sip of water.
It's a particularly good thing for when you're working on an army for a war game, because as you say, you're painting everything up like this close. Sorry, out of frame. It's up this close kind of thing. But when you're working, when it's on the table, you want it still to pop. So you need to have that contrast in the model, and you've got to make sure that you've got that every now and again. Just stand back and do you have those points of contrast? Just realized I didn't squeeze out any brassy brass. There we go.
Something cool that I noticed that no one else will notice, as I was painting the underside of Ed's crop top, they have a belly button.
Oh, cool.
Like, I'm not going to paint it, but they have one.
Yeah, that's cool.
The detail, folks. The detail.
Yeah.
That's what we're all about. I took so long on the face because I knew how simple the clothes were. And I'm hoping that pays off for me.
Cool.
I feel like that's something you'd say on like the Great British Bake Off or something. I knew this was gonna happen, so I'm hoping when Leona judges the minis, it'll pay
Am
off.
I
and I'll
Paul
get a
Hollywood?
handshake.
Am I Paul Hollywood?
Yes, you would
Sure.
be Paul Hollywood.
Yes. Or can I be Mary Berry? I want to be Mary Berry. Also, Sumkey says paint an eye on the belly button.
Oh,
Okay.
that would be great. Okay, there we go.
Nice. He's looking
So
great.
Pretty good there. Just get a little bit of the plate mail metal. Should be a little bit lighter than the gunmetal from that I used as the base coat on his legs there. And with this, I'm just going to mix a little bit of the brassy brass into that plate mail metal, so it's not too stark a highlight. Then just pick out a few little spots to accentuate kind of the artificial musculature that he's got going on. There we go. See, I think that works nicely. And then the highlights on
It
the
looks
legs.
great.
All working out well. And I think there might be a few areas on the boots that I'll need to go and touch up with some dark brown in there, but at least that wash will give me a good sort of idea of where those different areas are. Some little highlights along the edge there. Nice and straightforward. With the back here, I'm just doing a little bit of, rather than painting with the grain or the sort of the direction of the model, just painting across it a little bit and swiping my brush across. So painting with the flat of the brush there. So just to get some sort of larger areas there down for those highlights.
I see the chat is talking about ways to mix up your paints.
Right. All right. Excellent. Oh yeah, the vortex vibrators.
Yep.
Yeah. Great job shaking the bottles that have sat untouched for a month. 2 thumbs up.
Did he play Taylor Swift as you?
Pardon?
So, but did he play Taylor Swift as he went?
Oh.
Gotta shake it
Shake it up. I got you, Gretchen.
I know you do.
I was kind of like,
I
wait, what?
appreciate you.
I didn't get it until Sumke mentioned it. But Sumke must have left. That's fine. All good. So,
Okay. Now I'm gonna paint black shorts. Then Ed will have skin and clothes.
Woo!
And a face.
But will they have a dog?
No, but they'll have hair. And then I'll paint the dog.
Okay.
and dog's coming later. Later. You've still got time, Gretchen. Still got time.
Do I though? Do I really?
Ask yourself, Dave. Do I really? I think so. I think you can do it. These are really nice minis to paint. I think the extra size, they got lots of cool, crisp detail on them. And yeah. Oh, and I just remembered as well, I've still got to finish the
I think I have these shorts at home.
details in his back. Excellent. I have this t-shirt at home. There we go. I'll just paint the little bit of black around the feet, touch up there. There's the advantage of working with a model that was primed black.
Yes. Because I'm just touching up the places on their midriff where the paint kind of got a little sloppy.
So you said that was like a navy blue surround for the chevron, Leona? Okay, so what I'm going to do there is just paint that whole chevron blue, rather than trying to paint the very thin line around the
Okay.
edge. Blue. Just paint the whole thing blue because it's nice and easy to do that, and then I can come back once that's dry and paint the chevron itself inside it with red. Now give me a second. I'm going to do a bit of rummaging in the Boxo paints. There it is. Look at that, not too much rummaging. And rather than painting the eagle on the back with like a metallic gold, I'm going to do it with Avalon Sunset from Citadel. Scrape that off. It looks like I'm trying to cover up the word base, but I wasn't. blue is dried, so just quickly I'll come in with a little bit of the cavalry brown. Chevron in the middle. There we go. Now I'm using a size 1 brush here with a nice super fine point.
Do you want me to zoom? Want me to zoom in on that?
No, no need.
Okay.
Just because I know that as soon as you zoom right in, I'm going to mess it up. So now just highlighting it with a little bit of the bloody red. There we go. I just want to make sure that I guess the corners or the ends of that chevron are nice and bright. And the point of it, so it covers those areas. It's looking a little bit dull, but in real life it looks as bright as his shoulders.
Josh has a question.
Yep.
Question for you both. Over the past 3 years with painting Happy Little Minis, how has your painting improved, changed, tricks learned, advanced, or otherwise?
Wow, that's a big question.
You could just say like one thing.
I think I've had more patience.
Yeah.
More patience, and I've learned how to steady my hand a lot more, as much as I make jokes about it. I do have shaky hands from caffeine/arthritis. So I definitely feel like I've gotten progressively better at dealing with that.
Cool. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention, to be honest. I'm not sure. I think my painting usually goes in over the decades has gone in leaps. There's kind of been there'll be times where I will learn something, or I'll learn a couple of things in a fairly short succession and then start applying them, and so my painting steps up quite a bit and then plateaus for a while, and then I learn something else and it steps up a bit and then it plateaus for a while. So I think it was probably, I'm still in my plateau period at the moment. Probably like 2016, 2017 is when I last leveled up, I guess.
I feel like a lot of people hit that plateau of
Yep.
learning and then get intimidated.
Okay. I think I
they don't know it's a plateau.
Oh, right. They worry because they're not improving as fast as they were before. Kind of like weight loss, right?
Yeah.
When you start doing weight loss stuff, you lose a lot of weight and then you plateau. Well, so I've heard. I've never actually tried it. But, yeah, I think, again, it's just like when you start painting, there will be times when the model will really just not look exactly how you pictured it. I think the thing that I've learned over the years is to be ready and willing to adjust my picture of what I want it to look like. So to slowly move that back towards where the miniature is actually heading. So, I don't know. I think it's a bit of an odd one. Everybody learns at different rates and learns at different times and all that sort of stuff. But, yeah. There we go. How's that look? Where's back?
Very good.
Cool.
That looks awesome.
Like attempting to do kind of a cell shaded look.
Okay.
Don't know how particularly smart that is of an idea. But we're just going with it.
Yep.
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's an example of adjusting the way that you think about the mini as you're painting it. Might be like, well, if I try this, it could look different, or it could look this way, or it could look that way. If your image of it is flexible, you got a better chance of being happy with it as you sort of get towards the end. It may sound like a little bit of a cop out, but I don't think it is. It's supposed to be a relaxing, happy, fun time hobby. So that was what I needed to do. I needed to do something else. So you say like dark brown for the boots? Yeah.
Like the
Like for
underneath. It's almost like he's wearing leather boots with plating on top.
the leather? Right. Yeah. Cool.
Well, I can say that over the past 3 years, you've both gotten faster at painting, or you're more quick to make your choices or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
but yeah.
Say more confident, maybe?
Yeah. Of like, okay, I'm going to paint this, this, and this. And then you're able to do it.
Here's the thing I'm going to try.
I guess like kind of knowing your limits within the 2 hours.
Yep. Yeah, having the time, the deadline is always a fun thing. Man, those eyebrows still look odd. I think maybe it might be.
But do they look odd in person?
No. not so
Okay,
much.
then don't worry about it.
But I think they're they might be accentuated by by the whites of his eyes.
Oh, okay.
So I'm wondering if I should. I'm just going to try this out. Just take some of the Adrian Flash, like base color, and just run that underneath the eyes. See how that impacts it.
So I was kind of thinking of doing the limited color palette next week.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Let's do it.
Yeah, sure. Let's go for it.
It would be with just Vallejo paint.
Okay. And would we do the red, blue, yellow?
Yeah, I was thinking
Black
we
and
would
white?
do the black and white, red, blue, and yellow.
Cool. I think that'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We paint some Woods Kids D&D minis, or
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Gale Force 9
oh,
D&D.
Gale Force 9? Right, yeah.
Limited colors with dinosaurs. That's what Jason says. We should.
You say that.
Yep.
It would be good. But yeah, people who are watching, let me know if you would like to choose a color like midway through the stream, because then I can set that up.
All right.
People would like to throw in a special color that they have to use.
Kind of like you have for like guys' grocery games,
Yeah.
something like that.
All those like Food Network shows.
Yeah. Well, they just can't leave well enough alone.
Nope.
There we
James
go.
made a paint stick to help with shaky hands. Could post if we want him to. I'd love to see what you do for dealing with shaky. I feel like that's something a lot of people struggle with.
Yep.
Is, having shaky hands and not really knowing what to do about that.
Yep. No, I would say definitely, yeah, James, definitely post it in the group. Post some photos. That would be good. But yeah, it's all done. Do you have the spinner going already?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Oh, their goggles are hidden in their hair. That's fine.
There we go. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, you can do it from there? There we go. I'm killing you? I'm sorry. I'm trying to help. Cool. I think the only thing I'd sort of, well, I was going to say the only thing I'd do differently would be put him in focus, but it seems like you've taken care of that now. I'm just going to adjust that a little bit, because that initial reflection off that side there, yeah. Would probably be to make that green a little bit more saturated.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes
It's just
sense.
It's looking a little bit too grey. I think it's like more like an olive drab kind of finish, but I think mine's looking a little bit too grey there. But otherwise,
Luca Fio says, let's pick the color partway through. Okay.
yep.
Some key redeems sing mode on Twitch. You've been waiting. I set up these like little things on Twitch, and it's like where you can give these little rewards.
Oh, okay.
And one of them is singing,
Right.
and it's that you get to choose someone to sing. And I made it really high because I thought no one
We'd get there.
would get that. So,
Nice. Yep.
Sing mode. Well, I feel like I gave you some songs earlier today.
Yeah.
Dave, would you sing us a little tune, please?
No.
Okay.
I butcher happy birthday.
Okay.
So.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Excellent. So I think what have we got there?
It's the final countdown.
Somebody said,
I'm just slapping some orange on the top of.
I will
Ben's
give you the
head so
final
that you know
countdown
that it's
some
Ed.
key. We're headed to Venus. I know all the words too. Sadly. But still there's farewell. And this will be what brings Gretchen's mini to the spinner.
It will.
Yep.
It will. I'm just gonna. You just won't see the goggles because I'll keep them that color.
hidden in the link.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
To
wet.
earth, who
Oh, okay.
can tell? Oh, wait, do you need me to get it?
Long arms.
No.
You can do it. I'll have to finish the goggles
It's the
and the corgi later.
final countdown.
Oh, you did do anime eyes there.
I did.
Turns out.
No, I focused. I was like, yes. You know what we will get done today? Maybe not this many, but
Oh, it's
A
hard to
face.
see the eyes.
a face and cell shading.
It's because my hand's in the way.
It's a very realistic mini. It's just
You
Dave's
can't see
hand.
the eyes now. Because it's the back.
Oh my gosh, I'm on camera! I didn't even realize. The terror.
She's left the room now. I can take my hand away. Here we go. Yep.
Can we see them? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see them.
You can see them.
yeah.
For sure. Looking cool.
Yay!
Yay.
All right.
Awesome job.
Fantastic. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Playing with those the Cowboy Bebop minis.
Now you have to go and you have to watch it.
And
I
we
have to
did-
rewatch it.
And we did them in an hour and a half.
And we did them in an hour and a half. Speed painters. Which is why there's no corgi and the guns aren't painted.
Yep.
Yeah, you.
That's
I
fair.
was hiding. They had techie black on, so they were hidden.
Yeah, no, those eyes look really good.
Yep. Excellent.
All right.
Lucafio pointed out that the final countdown was last Saturday. 4, 3, 2, 1. Earth below. There you go. That's all the singing you're getting from me.
Beautiful.
Wow, Funky, you got two
Perfect.
singing.
I'll carry it in my heart always.
Please do.
I will.
Please do. Excellent.
Yeah, Leona, do you know what we're painting next week?
Yes. We're going to have next week. We're going to do the 5-color challenge, where Dave and Gretchen will get black, white, blue, green, red, and then
Green.
no,
Oh, yellow.
not green.
Yellow.
I was like, we're not doing the
This-
primary colors?
I'm
This
sorry.
will
I'm
be
too.
yellow.
I'm too into the
Yellow.
world of video, which is yellow, blue, and red, and then we will paint D&D minis by Gale Force 9.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. And then halfway through,
Secret challenge color.
Wah.
secret ingredient, activate.
You'll have
I
to.
believe in us.
You'll have to paint with Edward Scissorhands. No, I'll put up a link that people then can vote on a color to add.
Is it gonna be we each get the same mystery color, or are people gonna choose 2 different mystery colors?
I think the same mystery color.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it was different, I would get a shifter, and Gretchen would get charred brown.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's true.
That's fair.
Good stuff.
Which
So yeah,
can also be
It
made
can
by
all-
mixing the other 5 colors.
so that's what we're doing next week.
Awesome.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
Very cool. So
It's gonna happen. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for sticking with us this evening through all of the through our silent rendition of painting happy little minis. And we'll see you next week on Thursday, and we'll also see you at your friendly local game store.